Welcome to the penultimate show in the current series of Deals on Wheels, your second last chance to join us in the oily underworld of second-hand motors.
Yes, indeed. It's our pleasure to kick the nation's tyres on your behalf, to give you all the knowledge you need to know about buying and selling second-hand motors. All right then, Richard, what's on the show tonight, mate?
This week, Mike's going to find out how easy it is to swap something for a car.
What do you want for it?
Nice hot holiday abroad.
And he also gets to thrash around some country lanes in a BMW 3-litre CSL, and a Sierra 4x4 is on the market because it's just too small. But let's kick off the show with this.
In 1999, Used Car Buyer voted the Peugeot 306 the best small family hatch that you could buy for under £5,000. This, the diesel model, can pump out 92 brake horsepower and is good for 111 miles an hour. All right, so a three-legged cheetah could get to 60 miles an hour quicker, but then how many cheetahs do you know that come with a driver's airbag? The car was revised in 1994, which meant used car prices have now started falling through the floor. Caroline Peake's plans for a larger family mean that her three-door 306 is on the market, and it's got to go.
Hi, my name's Caroline and this is my 306 which I'm selling due to my expanding family. We already have one baby and we would like another one, and this car just isn't big enough. I used to be an air hostess and this car was perfect for me. A fast-moving, fun-loving car. But it's the end of an era. Goodbye to one as one door shuts, another one opens. The metallic red is bright, it's got a lovely finish on it, and I must admit I picked it because of its colour. I've lost the service history. Not having the service history, people are a bit nervous that perhaps the vehicle's done more mileage, so it's whether or not I've got a trusting face. We have already bought another car because we have needed the space, so we've got to get rid of this one fairly quickly. We're asking $6,000 for it. We are prepared to be slightly flexible, but not too much.
Now, perhaps one of the most important things about buying a 306 is what trim level you're going to get. These badges just ain't stuck on the back as status symbol. For sales reps, they actually mean something. So try to avoid going for a basic model like the XN. Because for starters, it only comes with a bench rear seat like this one. And you really do miss those split folding rear seats because they're so useful. And try and get as high a trim level as possible. Power steering, electric windows, electric sunroof, and even alloy wheels. They greatly enhance your chances of selling the car on again in the future.
Now, Peugeots are generally very reliable things, but the 306 does tend to blow its head gasket every 50,000 miles or so. So do the usual check, looking under the oil filler cap for any white emulsified oil, and check the car's service history. Even ask the car seller if the gasket has been recently changed. Now, you also want to beware of cars with heavy clutches, noisy transmissions or clunky gear changes, and watch out for any blue oil smoke from the exhaust. If you see any of those things, then walk away, because there are plenty more fish in this particular sea.
These cars proved as popular as a little 205, but there's so many of them around, it really is a buyer's market. Now, Caroline's car's got no service history, but still, I reckon it's worth $5,000.
No, Mike, I'm sorry, I disagree with you there. Service history is everything with these Peugeots, and I wouldn't pay anything for it if it hadn't got one, unless I was going to trade it, and then maybe I'd give her, I don't know, £3,000 for it. Max.
Listen, mate, I know service history is important, but it's worth more than that. Let's have a look.
I had a phone call from a prospective buyer at lunchtime today, and he's coming along to have a look at it tonight. Hello,
Hiya.
Mr. McKenna?
Yeah, it is.
Caroline Peake.
Pleased to meet you.
Right. I've had it serviced regularly, although I left the warranty book at one of the garages. I've been an air hostess, so
Right.
I tend to lose my mind a bit, and then when I eventually went back for it, they'd thrown it away.
They've thrown it away. Yeah, that is a pity. That's the only thing that was really bothering me was that.
I've never actually had a look for the spare wheel.
Oh.
I'm assuming it's under.
I was assuming it was under there. I don't think you've actually had to use that, Jack, have you? Well, I think it's a nice motor. It's the slight discoloration here, it is bothering me a little bit. But Apart from that, I don't see anything wrong with the car. I'd like to see how it drives. The engine seems to be sound enough to me. I'd like the AA to thoroughly check it.
Yeah, I don't
For
have
me.
a problem with that.
No.
I've got nothing to hide whatsoever.
That's right, you obviously got nothing to worry about, so it's something that it's basically peace of mind for myself, really.
I'd agree with you. You know, once we get up onto the dual carriageway, you'll be able to see the pickup on it.
Yeah, I'll give it a little bit there and...
A bit of welly.
yeah, I want to feel it take off. Left of these ones here,
yeah. Way hill. Oh, sorry, right at this. Go round the roundabout, come back down here. It's the next one.
I never speed, no.
No.
Nah, never.
Caroline wants £6,000 for a 306 with no history. Let's see how she gets on.
So what did you think of the car?
I do like the car, but I've got a budget of £6,000,
Right.
which is my max for the AA to give it a full check over. I found out today is £245.
You're kidding?
No,
That's outrageous.
I thought it was very steep. I need to come down on the price of the car for that amount, plus the amount to replace the tyres and to sort the paint out, which I feel will cost me about £500 in total.
You know, if I could sell it to trade for the same price.
So obviously you want a little bit more.
A little bit more, yeah. I don't know if you can see your way around that.
The garage offered you five and a half for it, yeah?
Yeah. So, I mean, I could probably meet you halfway.
Well, in that respect, then leaving the AA out of it, I think 5,750.
That sounds good
It's
to me.
It's about right for me as well. Crikey, I haven't said that amount of money before.
Well, that's great.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Pleasure doing business with you.
And you.
Unless you're buying a motor for a simple restoration project or you really know what you're doing, be very wary about buying cars without a service history. Keep your wits about you.
Talking of dubious histories, Mike, what have you been up to, mate?
Swaps, mate. I've been buying a motor for anything other than hard cash. Watch this. Now, have you ever gone through the paper looking for a bargain and come across the words "why" written after the price and wondered what it means? Does it mean why are they selling the car? No, it means what have you got to trade? Some people just want to jump out their old car and get themselves into a leather three-piece sofa or even a dining room table and chairs. Me, I'm looking for a bargain and I found one right here. It's a VW Barja, advertised at £800 or whatever you have to swap. Right, Paul, I don't want to upset you or get off on a bad foot, mate, but it's no oil painting, is it?
No, it's not, but to a VW enthusiast who wants one of these, it's priceless, because you just don't see them on the road anymore.
I wonder why. So there's no road tax to pay because it's over 25 years old.
That's right, yeah.
I was going to say pop the hood and let's have a look at the bonnet,
Yeah, you
but
don't
actually
need to do that.
it's all exposed. That's pretty tasty, isn't it?
It is. It's been cammed up, apparently.
Well, it sounds all right, doesn't it?
Yep.
All right to take it for a bit of a
Yeah,
spin
of course
round
it
the
is.
block. Have you got any mechanical skills?
Yeah, I did motor vehicle engineering at school.
You did?
So.
Can you work out how to get it in third gear for me then? A driving experience like no other. What can I say? Well, Paul, I'm not a big fan of the car. What do you want for it?
Nice hot holiday abroad.
So, what? Something like Benidorm or
Yeah, anywhere like that. Anywhere.
somewhere in Spain for a week?
If you can get any little extras added on, you know, use your status a little bit more to get a little bit extra.
So, Paul is looking for a holiday worth £800 for his car. If I can get a week somewhere for less than his asking price, then I should be able to sell the car on and make a profit.
That's our best offer.
can't do it a bit cheaper.
£640. You're not going to get a better deal than that.
Paul, I hope you're cleaning this car out.
All right, mate.
Have I found you the trip of a lifetime?
That
Now, I
sounds
spoke
good,
to you on the
sounds good.
phone.
Yep.
And it sounded good, didn't it?
It did.
Sounded good. Hotel Paradiso, mate. It's in Gumbit, Turkey. 1 kilometre from the beach. It's only 50 metres to a bus stop, which isn't bad, is it? It's got a pool, it's got a terrace, poolside snack bar, reception. Have a great holiday.
I will do. Sure I will. Thank you.
I feel like I've just been...
You have.
I've got to see if I can sell this thing now. So hold your breath, everyone. It's going to be a tricky one. John, you got in touch with me. You want to buy a Beetle? What
Yeah.
makes you want to get into this lifestyle?
Well, you know, just something to run around in the summer, take it down the beach or something like that.
Just let me tell you, it does drive all right. I've just driven all the way
Yeah.
from London in it. It's got quite direct steering. It's got a close ratio gearbox, 1300 engine. It's got different cams in it, so it's quite punchy.
Yeah.
So hopefully, if he says the right things, we can put a deal together, eh?
Yeah.
Come in cautious, Colin.
Yeah, go on.
Tell us all about this car. Give us the good news.
All right. Good news is it's a Beetle. that's what we were expecting, but it does need a lot of work doing to the underneath and that.
So, it's up to you. 700 quid. 700 quid. It's a Baja. It's tax exempt, which is a good thing. I mean, I could leave you to have a chat with him for a couple of minutes if you want to mull it over.
Okay, we've had a little talk and I'll give you 600 last. That's all I can give you.
I can't do it for that, unfortunately. If you was to make it 675 quid, don't lose it for 75 quid, I'll have a deal with you. And I promise you,
650 and that's it.
Yeah, tops.
650 and that's done.
Hold your hand out, 650 quid. I did make a tiny bit of money, so thank you very much. It's yours.
Yeah, cheers.
Well done.
So, Mike, does that mean I can swap my electric train set for a car?
Have you still got an electric train set? Haven't you progressed on the radio-controlled cars? You can swap them a lot easier. Anyway, join us after the break for more of the same.
Ford were one of the first companies to offer four-wheel drive versions of their standard cars, and the Sierra was a real trendsetter, combining all the usual benefits of Ford practicality with lashings of performance hardware from the RS range of models. The 2.8 Sierra four-wheel drive is something of a wolf in sheep's clothing. I mean, sure, it hasn't got the big load area of the Volvo estate, but it's got lots of traction and bags of performance. So as a second-hand buy, they make lots of sense. Now, Paul Jolly's has lots of room for most jobs, but not enough for all his dogs. So sadly, it's got to go.
Yeah, my name's Paul Jolly. I'm selling this Sierra. It's 1990 on the H. It's a four-wheel drive estate car. It's the gear specification. And the reason I'm selling it is simply because I can't get all three dogs into the car.
Want to go to the beach? Yeah? Miller, want to go to the beach, Poppy?
Here you go. Monty, come here. Good boy. So we just simply can't fit them in. In you get. Four-wheel drive means that if you've got to go pull in where it's a bit muddy or slimy up a hill to let another car go by, you don't have any traction problem. Well, this is the South Hams in South Devon, probably the best and most visited part of Devon because it's very touristy and attractive. It's very unspoiled. And this time of year, we like going to the beach and taking the dogs down with us, and they've just got to be comfortable. And much as I love this car, it's just not big enough. I'll be advertising it for $19.95. I really don't want to take less than $1,900. Now, I actually think it's worth £1,900 all day long because permanent four-wheel drive, sunroof, ABS, it's even got a tow bar.
Four-wheel drive cars are more expensive to run than their two-wheel drive equivalents. They get through tyres more quickly, they're thirstier, and because they've got four drivetrains instead of the usual two, and an extra differential, there's more wear and tear to the drivetrain. In fact, the transmission is the Sierra's Achilles heel. So when you take it out for a test drive, you want to listen out for any clunking or whining noises, especially when backing on and off the throttle. Now, it also comes with a big 2.8-litre engine, and that means a two-branch exhaust system. Now, that's expensive, and you want to make sure it's in good nick. And that big 2.8 engine, combined with four-wheel drive, also makes this a very good tow car.
But that can come with its own problems. If the car's been towing something big, like a caravan, then it can put a lot of strain on that delicate transmission, and it costs £1,000 to overhaul. So make sure you ask the previous owner if he's been towing anything big and heavy. Right then, on to the interiors. Now, gear interiors are in short supply, so make sure you check round for any rips or any tears. Otherwise, you'll find yourself becoming friendly with your local scrapyard dealer, so watch out. Now, I've got a funny feeling Paul's going to be a tough bargainer, and I reckon he'd get bang on 1,900 quid for his Sierra, and not a penny less.
Well, these are quite difficult cars to value because they're relatively expensive to run. But Paul's is a high-spec model, it's in good nick, it's worth £1,750.
Let's have a butcher's.
I've got a local man from our village who's coming today to see the car, and I think he's bringing his boat with him to see that the boat will fit at the right height on the back of the Sierra.
Hi.
Morning.
How you doing?
Very well. Steve Hunt.
Hello, Steve. Paul.
How do you do?
Hi.
How do you do?
All right, and you?
Yeah.
I do recognise you.
Do you?
Yeah, I've seen you.
Actually, I had an HPI done this morning, and that came out as grey, so I was expecting to see a grey
Oh, really?
car. Yeah.
All right, you've checked it out?
I have, indeed.
Ah,
yeah.
very interesting.
It's all clear. They describe it as a grey Ford Sierra gear 4x4 with the registration number.
Oh, well, that's quite a good thing, isn't it?
Not registered with HPI, so
I'm relieved.
first hurdle over.
3 of the tyres are actually virtually brand new.
Yeah.
So you haven't got to spend any money on this car at all.
Really, all I want it for is pulling the boat about.
Yep.
So that's the main thing. If it doesn't feel comfortable with the boat on the back, it's not going to interest me, I'm afraid. Carefully.
Perfect.
There we go.
Right, come on then, let's
Right.
put it to the test.
But for these lanes, as you know, in winter they're awful.
Yeah.
Slimy, muddy,
Oh, terrible.
and you've just got that assurance. And there's another thing to bear in mind, which you're very welcome to test, is the ABS.
Oh, it's got ABS, has it?
Yep.
Has it?
Yep.
So it's a four-wheel drive on these. It was really built for handling, I dare say, rather than off-road or anything like that. But at the end of the day, you've got the four-wheel drive traction.
Has it pulled all right to your satisfaction?
It's pulled up there perfectly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you like a cup of tea and see some paperwork?
That'd be lovely. Yeah.
Yeah?
Thank you very much.
Okay.
I would gladly pay you 1,800 for it, and I'll give you a cheque here and now. I'll leave the car with you.
Well, my next question was going to be, if you are interested, when? Because, you know...
Right. I'm in no rush for the car. I'll write you a cheque.
I'll
leave you the cheque.
Stop you there. I'm sorry, but 1,800 isn't enough. Honest. I think the car's worth closer to 2,000. 1,900, and that's it. I'll call it a deal, and you can have the car.
And you'll take a cheque.
Sure. Yeah, it's not going to bounce. Is it?
Well, I won't take the car until it's cleared.
Well, then that's fine.
How's that?
Yeah. When do you want the car?
No hurry. No
Next
hurry.
weekend?
That'd be fine.
Cheque will clear by then, won't it?
Should do. Yeah.
Done.
Yeah. All right, I'll give you a cheque for 1,900.
All right. Excellent.
Thank you very much.
Excellent. He's happy, I think. I'm certainly happy. Car's sold, and it's gone to a good home, so I'm pleased.
Nice one. 2 happy customers and a hassle-free deal. Just how we like to see them. Now, Mike, this is gorgeous, mate. Tell us about this.
I will do, Richard. Watch and learn. BMW have, for a long time, been seen to be one of the best cars on the road. People would stump up serious amounts of cash to get their hands on a set of 4 wheels with that special little badge. But you know, there was a time when BMWs weren't so groovy. City slickers didn't twang their braces at the mere mention of the Bavarian mark. But there was a car to change all of that. The BMW 3-litre CSL. By the early 70s, BMW were desperate to beat Ford in the European Touring Car Championships, so they developed the 3-litre CSL to do the job. Winning the championship 6 times, this car was responsible for launching BMW Motorsport. Woohoo! Now in CSL stood for lightweight, and BMW took that very seriously because the car came with aluminium boot lid, bonnet and even aluminium doors. They stripped out the carpets, they stripped out air conditioning, power steering, electric windows. The car even come with plastic rear windows and a plastic bumper, and they asked a price tag of £7,000. £7,000! Were they mad? Us Brits wanted some luxury. We wanted power steering and electric windows and even some carpets. Because for £7,000 in the 70s, you could have bought a nice roller. So unfortunately, these early stripped out models were poor sellers, and in the end, BMW were forced to bow to the luxury demands of the British buying public. Creature comforts crept back in, like carpets and electric windows and power steering. But this car also come with 200 brake horsepower, had a top speed of 134 miles an hour, and would go from 0 to 60 in 7.3 seconds, which was quick enough to screen past the rival's Alfa and nimble enough to keep up with the legendary Porsche 911. While the CSL was lightweight, it needed more grip, and so BMW come up with a Batmobile. With its mad pre-wind tunnel wing kit, this car won almost everything it entered. But that pedigree cost money, and unless you got a spare 30 grand to spend, I recommend sticking with the standard CSL. So, what do you look out for if you want to buy one? Well, don't worry too much about under the bonnet because the old 3-litre 6-cylinder lump is fairly bulletproof. But if it does get knackered, you can pick up a new one for around £2 grand. Indicators, lights, even ashtrays, they break, but you can pick them up second-hand or even brand new still today. Body colour is important. Green, blue and cream cars are more desirable, but they're more expensive, where gold is less popular, but that means it's cheaper. Note there's one really important thing about buying a 3-litre CSL, and that's body structure. And if you want to know what to look for when you're buying one, you're going to need to get it on a ramp. So get the car up in the air and check behind the front bulkhead. It's underneath this plastic panel here. It's really important to get your hand up underneath and feel for any signs of rot because it can have a knock-on effect leading to new wings. Also, while you're here, you can check for any signs of oil leaking, you can check the exhaust system, but what's really important is to check the rear diff and make sure the bushes ain't perished, because if they're gone, it will give a snatchy feel, and you don't want that. The nearest cousin to the racing CSL on the road is the Batmobile, but that cost up to £30,000. If you want that classic performance and history without the monumental price tag, go for a 3-litre CSL. There's only about 500 of these circulating around the world today, but you can pick one up for a bargain if you look around. There are a couple of different approaches to buying one of these babies. You can either buy very cheap at say no more than £2,000 and do it up yourself, or plump for the expensive at £14,000. That way you can guarantee the quality of the bodywork. Anything in between, and there are plenty of them, you're going to need some time in your hands, a serious wad of cash, and a friend who's really clever at restoration projects. Because if you find a sore one, it's going to hurt. Other than that, if you find a good one, and I mean a good one, you will turn more heads than a Rolls-Royce of the same era. Now that's saying something.
Well, that sums it up for this week. We'll see you next week for the last programme in the current series. Until then, haggle hard.
See you then, bye-bye. Richard, I could really do with that fortnight in Turkey.
Turkey, mate. Well, you need to swap something. What have you got to
Well,
swap?
I could always, get another one of them.
You were lucky at that.